All right, so here I am back again. This was lower A, which would be one of my lower body workout days on my split. Looking at my paperwork, this right here was the 5th of February. And it was a pretty tough day, as I recall. I was driving around the whole day getting the truck and the trailer and all the equipment to the job site. And this right here was towards the end of the day. We had already dropped everything off, and now we were on our way back. And we were fueling up, and I said, all right, I gotta get these in. So I started off with this. I don't even think this abs might not have even been on it, but as I recall, I got 20 of each set. I just did 2 of these. The last video and then this one. And I pushed through. But from the beginning of the day, I had uploaded a video and did a voiceover before I uploaded it, spliced a bunch of stuff. I did not feel good this day at all. And I did not have it in me to do this workout. I just really didn't. I almost didn't do it. And I did those ab workouts, and then we drove for another 4 hours to the location where we stayed, which is this hotel in Platte City, Nebraska, or North Platte, Nebraska, on the I-80. And then I was like, man, I got to do this 100%. I didn't want to do it, but then I decided I was going to. These right here are my one-legged hip thrusts that, I had no time. I know that I haven't even written any of this down on my paper, so I have nothing to go off of. But this is one of my favorite lower body workouts. I mean, it works out my hammies, my hamstrings. It works out my glutes. It works out my back. I do a couple different variations of it. And as I recall, I did 15 the first set. That's what it was, 15 each side. And I was kind of warming up. I'd been setting forever. My legs were stiff. My back was stiff. Everything was stiff. And we went to eat. We went, before I did this, we went and ate Chili's. And I had chicken, Bourbon Street grilled chicken, mashed potatoes, and we had spinach and artichoke dip. I think after eating that was the only thing that gave me the energy to be able to do any of this. And I didn't even eat very much of it. I saved the rest of it for breakfast the next day. I had chicken for breakfast the next day. But these are those one-legged pistol squats. I really dig them. I like them a lot. The most I've ever done was 14 or 15 of them on one side without stopping. When I first started doing these, I couldn't do none. I think I could do one of them maybe on each side. And then the most I ever did on the right side was 14 or 15 without stopping continuously. And then the most I ever did on my left side without stopping continuously was 9. So I got to work on my legs on my left side. Obviously, we're stronger on one side than the other, especially, I know for my legs I am. This is that pigeon pose stretch that saved my life. Because I threw my back out a long time ago. And I spent a lot of time in a chiropractor getting my back worked on. And then pretty soon about 4 years into it, I started talking to this chiropractor, and he told me, Sean, you're pretty young to be having these problems, and I think that if you did these stretches and you started working out your back and these muscles, and you did these stretches 6 times a day, it'd fix you. You'd be fixed up, and you'd be able to go on about your day. You wouldn't have to come see me all the time. And I'd say it did. I mean, he he was a good guy. He lost a customer, kind of, yeah, because I haven't been back. Ever since he taught me how to fix it myself, I don't have a need to. He didn't tell me to do that exact stretch, that pigeon pose stretch. He told me a couple different ones, but after doing the ones that he told me how to do 6 times a day, I started realizing what muscles it was that I needed to stretch, and then that pigeon pose really helped as well. And throwing out my back, what happened when I threw my back out was it had twisted something, I don't know, some bone, some cartilage, some way, I don't know, my hip, something rotates and it messes it all up, and it puts a lot of stress and tension under some muscles, and my sciatic nerve really gets pinched. So that's what it is that stretch fixes, is that sciatic nerve being pinched. It stretches out those muscles, and it's a really good deal. It's mandatory for me, especially when I'm doing these workouts like this in my lower body. And if I hadn't been doing these workouts, man, I used to throw my back out all the time. I used to be all messed up constantly. Driving around sucked. But if you're having problems, if you can figure out how to maintain it through exercise and stretching, it's pretty cool. So these, again, here I am doing them. This time I did 25 or 30. I want to say it was 25. But I was really feeling it, and I remember that I pushed it for 5 more than I thought I could that time. And as you can see, I'm really growing them muscles back there on them hamstrings. They did not look like that before. And sometimes I do this hip thrust where I do both legs and kind of like hump the ceiling type deal. I push as far as I can, holding myself up with both legs. And I'll hold it for 3 or 4 minutes straight. And then I'll even kind of go up on my tippy toes and hold that. That really works out the glute, the hamstring, and the back. And then I stretch it all out, and it's great. There we go. So the only other thing I've been doing since I've been driving all day long is I'll get out and I'll stretch as much as I can. So let's see what other kind of workouts I got going on here. Halfway through the video. All right. So this is the, I don't know, I've heard it called a few different things. This straddle, split, hold, middle split, hold, horse stance, split, hold. I was feeling it. So I think the longest I've done it, but those Crocs, it makes it harder. I mean, easier, kind of, because you get this thing holding you back, and you're kind of attached to the ground, but right here, whenever you're just feet, man, my legs start splitting apart real easy, and then I gotta hold myself up. This makes it way harder when it's just feet on a slippery surface. Maybe even if you put socks on and you're on a slippery surface, that would be even harder. And what I'm pointing at right there is how I'm putting a lot of the weight on the front of my foot and not the balls of my foot. So putting a lot of my weight up on the front, it really helps me to feel it. Like I get a better workout that way. But I'm touching an area like where I can really feel it. It's super. After I was done doing this, I was sore. How you doing, Cameron? Okay, I got my video going over here. Nice. Yeah, these are all my workouts. Look, I've been keeping track of everything. So this was last night on the 6th of February. I did all these workouts. I've been keeping track of every day. I've been doing these crazy splits. I'll show you some videos here in a little bit of of the stuff I've been doing. But I'm at a hotel in North
I
Platte.
have a gym.
Every hotel that I go to has a gym, pretty much, which is a good deal. And we're recording too. 10 minutes, 16 seconds into recording.
That has to hurt real bad.
Doing that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm not feeling very flexible right here, but sometimes I can even go further. This is called pancake squat. Pancake stretch or whatever. And so I got this new trainer. He's an online coach.
Oh, yeah.
And he's got me set up with like these split. So I'm doing 3 days on, 1 day off, 2 days on, 1 day off. And it goes pull day, push day, lower body,
Upper.
and then it goes rest day, and then it goes upper body, and then lower body, and then rest day. So today is supposed to be a rest day, but on my rest days I'm supposed to do cardio. And he's got like I got an app, and then all kinds of like, my nutrition, what I'm supposed to be eating, how many carbs I'm supposed to be eating a day. Right now I'm doing a bulk, but I'll show you a video of me the other day. I'm fucking ripped and feeling good. This right here, I wasn't feeling too good on this day. These right here, what do you call these? These are front lunge split
Something
squats of some sort. And then I believe those are 30 pounds each side. And I did 10 and 10. So 10 on the left side, 10 on the right side. So what I do here is I've been videoing all of my workouts. This one's only 16 minutes and 29 seconds long. But some of them are 37 minutes long.
Ooh.
And I record them. I put some transitions in it. I split it up. I cut it. I make, get rid of all that. Yeah, I edit it. I get rid of the junk that we don't need. And then I do a voiceover and upload and everything to Facebook. So I've got 160 plus videos now.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and I only got like 89 subscribers, 88 maybe. But maybe I'll get more. Who knows?
Oh, you will.
Yeah. So what's this called? This is a this isn't Bulgarian. This is
no, it's just. I think it's just a weighted squat. That's what I do.
Yeah.
With the 50s.
That's what I have right there too. Is a 50.
Yeah, those that hurt.
I wish I had bigger weights. I get lucky sometimes, and then the hotel will have 60s, even sometimes 70s or 75s.
Ooh.
But I think one time even a 90. But that doesn't happen. So they always got 50s, and sometimes I don't have none, or they have less.
Yeah, I got to 105.
105?
Yeah, bench. I got up there. I lifted the bar. Right here, I stopped. I couldn't. I tried.
Yeah.
I tried real hard.
You should see what I did last night. Oh, well, even the other day, I was doing some incline dumbbell press. So it's kind of bench, but it's incline, and it's with dumbbells. And, dude, I took the 50s, and I did the 50s 14 times, 50s each arm. Mm-hmm. And then I dropped down immediately to the 45s and did 12. And then I dropped to the 40s, and then I did 10. And then I dropped to the 5 pounds under, 5 pounds under. And it's called like a double drop, or triple drop, quadruple drop, and I call it a super drop set, because I felt that like crazy.
Yeah,
I couldn't even pick up my arms. Let me show you too. Look at this. In my bag, I've got these other books.
Dude, that's a lot of books.
Yeah, I got these other books right here. And this is my nutrition book.
Oh, you keep tracking your nutrition?
This, yeah. And I started back here in the back. I'm doing it backwards. So right here, Sunday the 19th, and then I skipped a few days before I started actually really keeping it. And then January 22nd, January 23rd, January 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, 31st, and then end of February 1st. And I've got every single day. And this is all the food I've eaten. Every day I'm tracking every bit of it and finding out how much I've been eating, and finding out like, okay, this day was cardio day, this was push day, this was pull day. And I'm tracking my calories and my protein, and making sure that I'm staying away from sugar and I'm eating the right carbs. But like yesterday, I ate over 2,904 calories. So I'm supposed to only be eating like 2,000 and 500 calories a day, I guess. But I'm also in a surplus, like a bulk. I'm trying to get bigger. So it might not be that big of a deal, especially since the fact that like I'm not eating bad food. I'm putting a lot of protein. I'm getting anywhere from like 181 grams of protein a day to 300 grams of protein
that's
a day.
a lot.
That's a freaking ton of protein. And I'm not even getting it from like protein shakes. I'm getting it from
regular-
chicken.
yeah.
I'm getting it from cheese, milk,
My dad
eggs,
did that.
all kinds of good shit.
Yeah.
And dude, I've been seeing crazy gains.
Did you look up the Impalo?
Yeah, we will here in a minute. I got what? We got less than a minute. So what do I got right here? I'm doing these what do you call these? Calf raises.
Oh, we do those, but they're
I-
called pogo jumps.
I still feel them right now in my calves from this night when I did this. This was 50 pounds each side, and I did 50 repetitions. So what's a pogo jump like? What's that?
So you do this. You put your arms on your hips and you go with, or you can do it with weights.
With
and
weights,
it makes
too?
you could jump way higher. That's what I did to reach that basketball hoop.
Inside, I got this weight vest that I use.
Oh, I've seen that. I've used it.
And then
before.
I throw like another 140 pounds on the easy bar over my shoulders, and that makes 180 plus my body weight. So I end up being like 370. But that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.